Soul Garden.
Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer, and I'm a soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your personal karmic story together. Now our heart, which is where it's all about, is now in Virgo. In fact, we're in Chapter 2 of Sun in Virgo. We'll move from taking action to step away from what we don't like in our life or reality, and by the end of the week, hopefully finding peace and harmony back with reality. Mostly this is a health or reality change, and no matter what, you can expect change to happen in your life this week. Now, emotions start off a bit turbulent in Cancer, but then move into I Love Leo for 2 days on Monday and Tuesday. It's Light Cast Day, Wednesday, Thursday, with the Moon and Sun in Virgo, and the week ends with emotions being very sensitive and tranquil in Libra. The moon signs most affected are Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces moons highly affected, and Libra, Aries moons also affected, particularly at the end of the week. Now, looking at orbits, man, our chakras most affected starts at the solar plexus with the moon in Cancer, but then there's a whole party going on in the heart chakra, the sun, the moon, and now Mars is in Leo, so we now have our root chakra energy mixing with our heart chakra energy. The first thing that means is bow chicka bow wow. A whole bunch of Geminis are now being conceived, I can guarantee you that. But it also means it's hard for us to separate some of our ego initiative from our heart initiative, and I'll give you some clues on that here looking at the planets. It comes from this soul pyramid in water, this grand trine. You see, Saturn has now moved to 7 degrees Scorpio, which says before you close the door on somebody or something forever, and that's how we're feeling. Even these world politics kind of reveals that. We're about to change international politics forever. You should check your guides, you should meditate, you should connect. So in each of your horoscopes up above, I'll be giving you some tips on that. Another interesting clue, though, of course, is this grand square or grand cross, which will be breaking apart this week. Thank goddess for that, due to Venus and its fast-moving path. Now, the Venus-Uranus opposition is the last little touch of the grand square, and so in essence, I think once it passes through, you kind of figure out what's fair to you, and this weekend when the moon crosses Venus, I think we're finally feeling kind of free from all that energy. But don't forget to meditate, because like I said, once again, we are mixing our root chakra, bow chicka bow, with our heart chakra, and it's hard for us to separate. All right, let's take a good bird's eye view of you by taking the ascension elevator up. And I got a little secret for you up there, so see you upstairs.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Hello, my captains and Capricorn risings, and welcome to 33,000 feet for a bird's eye view of you this week and what's going on. The biggest story deals with belief structure, believe it or not, which is the part of you that's always saying you should do this and you should do that. I always say don't shit all over yourself, right? Well, these are nitpicky parts of yourself, details that you hang on. Maybe it was the way you were raised, maybe it was a religion, maybe it was an education. But you know, the one unfortunate part of being a Capricorn is you tend to not believe it until you see it, which puts you in a kind of victimized position when it comes to reality. Either you manifest new reality or you don't manifest new reality. And a lot of beliefs or conditions in which Capricorns and Capricorn risings find themselves living under are simply due to the fact that they have very fixed, nitpicky beliefs and you haven't been flexible with your own beliefs. So stepping away from an old belief structure this week, stepping away from old way of thinking, old education, maybe canceling a trip. Sometimes it gets that literal. Also, other oppositions going on. Home and family versus career and legacy. A big opposition going on this week. Maybe feeling pulled or held back in both areas. Venus trying to find out the right way to go in career, what to sense out, what feels right, what is fair, etc. But also at the same time, Uranus and Aries saying you got to get both stronger and allow yourself to be more vulnerable both. So that's innovation right there. Then lastly, your ego versus relationships and marriage. Pluto versus Jupiter in Cancer. And I was thinking before we came on the show actually that, right now as I tape this, Great Britain said that they will not assist the United States in helping to bomb Syria for the chemical weapons that Syria used, if you're not up on the world politics. I bring it up because Great Britain is a Capricorn and the United States is a Cancer. And Great Britain not aligning with Cancer, United States, is rare. This is a new kind of turn. And I thought to myself, I wonder if my Capricorn clients are turning away from an old ally right now, just like Great Britain has decided to turn away from an old ally and take care of themselves first, which is good. I actually applauded Great Britain. I was like, hey, good job, Capricorns. Well, as we start off this week, we're moving into chapter 2 of the Sun in Virgo, and this is the part of Virgo which is your knowledge, your ability to put everything together, to form an opinion, and you'll be forming an opinion or changing your opinion about your life or what your life's purpose is this week. At the highest spectrum of this will be a clarity of what life purpose is, but this week it's about getting to what's really important, getting to the nitty-gritty. Now you will step away from an old framework of thinking, and by the end of the week find peace with the direction you're on. That's the goal. And we're talking about beliefs. So this might be manifesting, all the way in relationships. Your beliefs might be manifesting through a real estate deal. It might be happening through a career. Because it's beliefs, you might be playing this out anywhere in your life, but in the background it's about what you believe or don't believe, especially when you're stuck. Now, looking at Jupiter in Cancer, this is the part of you being pushed to move forward with relationships and marriage, who you marry and who you don't marry. And like I said, Great Britain said, we ain't married the United States anymore. And as the United States, I have to say, thank God, please, thank you, slap us. Sometimes we need to be told the truth. Now, Black Lilith at step 9 is saying that you are ending some karma. So I would say Great Britain is ending some karma with the United States. This is the end of the old relationship and the beginning of a new era. And for you in marriages and partnerships and in the way you take care of yourself or not, it's really marriage that's changed, the way you take care of yourself. This is what's changed forever. Then Saturn in Scorpio, this is the part of you struggling to figure out, well, who are we in the world? If we're not going to, help the world or be aligned with the United States, who are we? What are we? What should we do? And that's the real question for you too. And the answer is, when it comes to who you are in the world, ask your guides, meditate, pray. Saturn at step 7 says, your higher self will have the next instruction for what to do there. Now, last week for the Capricorns, the breakdown was Tuesday, Wednesday, and the issue, of course, was something you thought you can believe in, you can no longer believe in. It might have been triggered by the world, it may not have been triggered by the world, but by Saturday, that's when hopefully your mind was made up on what needs to change in your life. This week, it is about taking that premise and moving forward. When it comes to relationships, you're out on your own, kid. This is new territory. You've never experienced these emotions in the way your relationships are now. When it comes to your own thoughts, just keep it intuitive and try to stay as self-compassionate as possible. And remember, when it comes to yourself in society, you want to just keep it open to what your gut tells you, what your psychic intuition is telling you, and open up to your own meditation. So on Sunday, you're going to take action to end the old beliefs and step into a new church. This is the church of you, of course, of what you believe, and Sunday's about that. With the moon in Cancer, you're feeling hopefully united in your own marriage, but you might also feel aligned or sentimental with someone else. Monday and Tuesday are vulnerable for Capricorn and Capricorn risings. It's because the moon will be in Leo, and so you'll be feeling very vulnerable, tucked back, probably strong. In these days, you are kind of loving and trusting you made the right choice and healing from whatever you have gone through. Wednesday, you start feeling much better. The moon shifts into Virgo. We're now on countdown for a light cast day this evening, and Jupiter rules the day. So I think maybe on Wednesday, it's a bright day for Capricorns and Capricorn risings where you are feeling a new day. It's kind of like the sun will come out tomorrow kind of song. That's sort of Jupiter, great. Anything is possible, unlimited possibilities. Now, the moon in Virgo also means that we're kind of on a countdown. That evening, Wednesday to Thursday, is technically light cast day. So the new moon happens overnight for the United States, early morning for Europe and Asia. And during that time, it shifts from Jupiter to Uranus ruled. So it's almost like while we're sleeping, the universe takes your wish and something, you wake up with something on Thursday. In fact, as far as, talking about this potential war in Syria, I would say Wednesday night, Thursday night, we might find there are strikes because that's kind of what the planets say. But on Thursday, there's some sort of breakdown. Something breaks down in what you thought, what you believed, the information that came through. That's followed by a breakthrough, hopefully. And the moon in Virgo is light cast day, so it really sets a powerful direction of where things will turn. We'll have a real interesting turn of fate Wednesday to Thursday. Friday, light bulb goes on, you start to get it, and also you start to get what you believe your life purpose is, what you believe you should head things for. So Friday, a real light, a day, an eye-opener, and through the day, emotions get out of theory and into practice. So by the end of Friday, Cap and Cap risings, I think, are feeling their future going somewhere else. I think you are really understanding things. So you kind of go to home Friday from work or whatever, I think feeling rather clear. Saturday, wake up, it's a Venus ruled day. I think your mind and your heart find some sort of peace and sovereignty with one another within your belief structure. The moon is in Libra, and so you're kind of feeling career and legacy. And when it comes to life, I mean, Capricorns are most happy with career legacy issues. So I think, you know, with your heart feeling legacy, you are feeling it. You might also start to feel a resolution between career and home family tension as of Saturday. So if you had a lot of tension there, I think you might see some good stuff on Saturday. So coming down to Earth, some very good news for those who are happy. My Act 3 orbit reports are available for immediate download as of Wednesday of this week. That's when I can get them up the soonest for $9.99. They're on MP3 or on video for your phone or computer, and this will guide you through 3 months, the most important 3 months. This is the most intense act of the entire season. Also, if you'd like to work with me and open up your heart, Jumpstart the Heart is the seminar, and it's available also for purchase. It's for tickets. For $34.95, I'll help you step into your heart. This allows you to manifest, and this is a one-on-one with me, if you like. Not one-on-one, but a classroom with like 8 people, and you know, we get to work one-on-one in that classroom. So it's a fun time. These are all available at soulmart.me, and do keep me, of course, on the air. So I have gratitude ahead of time. Well, my Capricorns and Capricorn risings, you know, one thing I didn't say in this horoscope was that, you know, you really got to be self-compassionate with your thoughts. You know, Neptune in the 3rd house. So this week, no matter what happens, be sweet to yourself. Be self-compassionate to yourself. Make sure your inner thoughts are on the side of your happiness. And I'll see you in 7 days with more. Until then, live, love, be.
Guys, someone left my freaking watch in here. It's behind the set under the O.